it's Mrs McClelland here. You might have seen me around your school this year working with the student leaders or working with students in 3-4. I've been doing that as well. And I wanted to talk to, and I'm also Tom and Grace McClelland's mum as well, so you might have seen me there. Okay, off you go. Thank you for your help. See ya.
I was sticking my tongue out through the spider mask.
Okay. So I wanted to talk to you today about neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity means, neuro meaning brain, plasticity meaning flexible. Your brain is amazing and it is flexible. It can learn new things and it can change. Now, it has things called neuro pathways, so the way that your brain thinks every time. But you can make new ones. That's the plasticity part of this. And I wanted to talk to you about that today because you got set the challenge by Mr. Craig to see the good in your everyday. And if you were doing that and if you were really focused on it and if you're tuned in to looking for those positives, you're probably going to be creating or going towards or practicing towards creating another neuro pathway for your brain. Because if you wake up every day during what is a really challenging time and think, well, another day, what am I going to do? Only bad things are happening. I can't get through this. I don't want to get through this. All of those normal feelings that are, probably geared towards being a little bit more down and negative. If that's the pathway that you create for your brain every time, then that's going to be your reality all the time. But in searching for these little things that you can be grateful for, these little moments of joy, did you know that you're actually training your brain to look for the good? Every time you practice looking for the good, every time you practice seeing the good in the world, seeing the positive, seeing the things that make you smile or the things that you can be grateful for, you're actually training your brain to think that way. Isn't that amazing? Your brain is not set in stone. You can change it with practice. So I really want you to focus on looking for those good things because it's very easy for all of us in what is a really, really tough time to create a pathway in our brains that just says, this is it, there's nothing good. And that's not healthy for us, even though those feelings are valid and often that's the reality. Focusing only on that does not make our brains healthy or well. So you have been given this challenge, this See Home campaign challenge to see the good, be the good. And I think it's going to help you a lot with maintaining or creating these positive pathways in your brain. I would love to hear about the good that you have seen. And you can email all of your photos in, as Mr. Craig said. So I cannot wait to see. We're being really responsible at the moment for our own mental health by trying to do these little things. Okay, if you're really not coping very well and you can't bring yourself to look for those little moments, that's okay too. You need to talk to an adult that you trust and tell them how you're feeling. Okay, because if you feel down and low and flat and numb for a long period, for longer than a few days, then that's something that you need to talk to an adult that you trust about.
Give me one then.
Yeah, in a minute. So I can't wait to have a look at everyone's pictures. This is Harry. Everyone's pictures of the good that they are seeing in our community. There are so many good things. And if you want a reminder of some of the fantastic things that people have done, you can look at the article that we had in Star Weekly where our student leaders...
And I am Spider-Man.
Where our student leaders acknowledge people in our community who are doing good. They're being the good, okay? So that's what we're going to focus on. It's our responsibility to look after our own brains and keep them healthy. And I cannot wait to have a look at all of these pictures of the good in our everyday because I know that it's there. Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.